going, everyone? It's Samson from Card Guys. We're back at you with another episode of Sports Card Weekly. I'm here with Steven Jans and Alec Mathis. In this episode, we're going to be recapping the first week of the NBA season, talking about our strategies for buying baseball and discussing the football MVP race and its impact on cards.
We also have some really cool content in the works for you guys. I'm currently working on a video series which will explain how I got into grading cards and specifically what I did last baseball offseason to prepare for the season and maximize my profits. We also interviewed minor leaguer Bly Madrid. Shout out to Bly if you're listening while playing Call of Duty.
Shout out to Bly.
Shout out Bly. And we have that special podcast episode in the works for you guys. Should be edited by this weekend and dropping soon.
Start off with week one.
Yeah, first thoughts on the NBA season.
Ooh. Wizards are 0-5, not a good start.
Russ is washed.
Yeah, I think
he's
Russ
doing everything he can.
I think
he
has
trying.
No support behind him.
The Hawks look really good though. Trae Young MVP possibility.
Yeah, looks like it. Him and Cam Reddish are playing really well together. I think them with John Collins and Clint Capella are going to be really good this season going forward.
Yeah, it's kind of an experiment with two top big men, but they've pulled their weight so far. They've handled it well. Trae's balling out, like you said earlier. Cam Reddish is playing up to his potential.
Mm-hmm. Same with the thing is with these teams, it's hard for just one guy to play. Like we said, Russ. But we have guys like Trae with help from big guys like Collins, but he's going to be the franchise player going forward. I don't see Cam Reddish filling that role yet. I don't know. We haven't seen his true potential. He's showing out, but definitely Trae's the guy to look forward to in the future and see what he does. But he's the guy right now that I'm looking forward to watch and see progress in the NBA.
How about the Nets? Samson, you're spot on with that prediction. They're looking nasty.
Yeah, they are. They're looking really good. I think, I still stand on that. I think they could definitely win the conference and they can make a deep run. I guess we're not really technically talking first week, but, since we're filming this on New Year's Eve, just want to say, too, that the Rockets were looking real nice tonight with Wood, Harden, and John Wall in his first game in the Rockets uniform scoring 20 or 21. Is pretty good to see. They look pretty good together. I don't know if you guys had seen it.
I didn't watch the game, but that's a team to watch, in the East, weak conference.
Yeah.
Right. I totally agree too. Team for me, though, with the Nets in the East and the Celtics in the East, I'd like to watch out for the Sixers, too. They're off to a hot start. Ben Simmons, shooting with confidence, Joel Embiid. There's 4-1 start in like you said, an okay division. But you don't usually see the Sixers off to a hot start like this. And it gets kind of weird to see them up on top with such good teams like the Nets with Kyrie and Kevin Durant back. But, yeah, the Sixers are going to be a team to watch, too.
Rockets are in the West, my bad.
Correct. Yeah, Rockets are in the West. I was talking about the Nets.
No, that's my bad. Correction. Celtics are looking good, too.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped 43 3/4. My guy. He's been my favorite player. Good to see him finally put it together.
Yep.
Shooting the lights out. He's more of a drive player, get to the basket, but he was on his stroke yesterday.
Yeah, you texted me. You were pumped up about it. I had to see for myself.
Oh, yeah. Through 3/4, too. Career high.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. That was great.
3/4, 42 points, you said?
Yeah, I think so. 42.
That's
I think
ridiculous.
It was 42. Yeah.
Through 3, that's ridiculous.
And he was begging. Brad Stevens wanted to take him out, but he asked him to put him in for the last 2 minutes just to stat pad a little bit. He ended up doing it.
A lot more threes I saw out of him. Like you said, drive to the basket, get to the rim kind of guy, but I saw a lot more mid-range or beyond the arc shots from him.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like confidence within, and like you said, like they're starting to put this team together. He has players to play behind. And I think he's like a lot more confident with the ball. Instead of just like getting through the lane, he can like step back and take a three and miss a couple, knowing that his team isn't going to fall behind, or like his center or like his power forward can get offensive rebounds, and like he's playing way better.
I don't know. I've been watching the Celtics games religiously so far this season, and I feel like they're better without Kemba. Like on the floor, just having Tatum and Brown, like having them control the ball more, having them scoring, like looking for the looks more, trying to score more. They play better, and this team like feels different than last year. Like it feels like they have that extra depth off the bench with Tristan Thompson, whether he starts or he's off the bench. Jeff Teague was a huge addition. Peyton Pritchard, rookie out of Oregon, he's been balling out. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they can compete with the Nets. I know they got blown out, but I feel like they've taken a step in the right direction this year. So who are we buying, selling, and holding based off of the first week?
Um, I'd say, I mean, if you can get some Ja Morants, which we'll go into later, I would say, if you can get them for a little bit under right now, just for people, kind of, I don't know, I guess for casuals, casual sports watchers who have Ja and are just trying to flip cards to make the best, and they just kind of watch videos on how to do that like constantly. I'd probably say, like, if they're not really thinking about it, they'll probably start selling their jaws. Like, it's only an ankle sprain. I'm sure he'll be totally fine. I'm confident he will be. I'm still confident he'll be one of the best guards. But I think people are selling them. So, I mean, if you can, I'd probably get my hands on some of those.
For sure. I think he's a buy and a hold for me because I have some of his graded cards.
Yeah,
I'm just
definitely hold. If you already have them, then yeah, I would definitely hold. Yeah.
Yeah, but now is definitely an opportunity to buy, like you said, like to get that PSA 10 Prism maybe for under 600
Right.
if they drop.
Right.
I mean, he's only out like 4 weeks, so
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna go up when he comes back.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I guess I'd be pretty pumped if I was holding some Christian Wood. I mean, he has his moments of brightness for sure, like even last season, but I mean, today at least he looked really solid, and if he can keep it up, I mean, with good scores on his team, having the ability to maybe take over one night, or even just like tonight, he just kind of matched what they did as far as points go. Um, I think with like the same minutes. So, I mean, that would be a nice sell if you, not a nice sell, like a nice hold if you have it. I looked into buying him a little bit, but like we talked about in the first podcast, a lot of these prices, they're already kind of up. And even though it's a reactive sport, there's not typically a lot of times during season where I think it's a great idea to buy. But just depending on a game here or there, like we're going to talk about now, you may want to buy some. Like, is there anyone that you were thinking about, Jans, that you saw in the first week that you're kind of thinking maybe you should buy more of?
Kelly Oubre, nah.
Wow. Wow.
Him. I sent that set in our group today. Like him and Luca have gone like combined like 2 for 40 something from
Mm-hmm.
three. Like just
That's
Yeah.
what I
Oh,
thought.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
That's
was
crazy.
thinking, like, I would buy and hold on to the Lucas as much as I can. Like you said, he's not playing well right now. Like, same with the Jaws, I'd hold on to the Jaws too. But Luca right now, some of his second year stuff, like Mosaic bases, are like $3 each. His stuff is like gone down. Like you said, it's a reactive sport. He could go off and drop 45 points next game. He could have a double next game, and his stuff will go back up. But now is the time, since it's such a reactive sport and we react such based on like statistics. Now would be the right time to buy, since Luka's always such a high value guy and his price has been dropped kind of significantly. Yeah, I would definitely buy and hold him.
Also, I'd say like the teams that can make a deep playoff run, like still, I feel like Tatum and Brown are good buys,
Mhm.
along with Kyrie and KD, just because right now it's looking like they're going to dominate the East, the Celtics and the Nets. So, like, the prices are going to go up into the playoffs. So that's like an automatic buy for me. If you can get your hands
Yeah.
on the cheap KD, Kyrie, maybe something in a Nets jersey because people are going to want that come playoff.
Yeah, definitely. Like in that mail day video that I just made the other day, you saw I had a few. I got some like Kyrie silver hollows, just some inserts by Optic that I thought would just be nice cards to have. When they make a deep run, maybe he has a great game, just to put them up. I mean, you can get these Optic inserts like literally for $1, like sometimes even less.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was watching like that PC sports card, the guy we do our group submissions through,
Yeah.
and he was going over the Optic inserts, and this guy had an order which he sent like 50 cards in, and they were all $30 or less in value, like raw. And as tens, like he was going through like each of their prices as tens, and the ROI is just crazy. Like, because people want that, like the silver or whatever, the flash of a
Yeah, people love
star.
those silvers, or especially the serial numbered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I would say if you're going to buy inserts, buy silver, buy a parallel. Don't buy the base one typically. I mean, if you want to for yourself, that's fine. But I'd say, like, as far as grading them and sending them in, it's probably better to get a silver or a parallel.
True. Or even like Prism rookie inserts.
Yeah, yeah, like those ones like the emergent
Mm-hmm.
or the instant impact. Those ones, like, even those, if you get them, they're super cheap. But if they get a 10, like you were saying, like the return on investment is huge.
But I don't know if I'd invest in those long term, but like if you're looking to grade for
No.
sure. Because the
Yeah,
hype kind of dies out for those
definitely.
rookie inserts, but it's always gonna be there for the stars like AD, Kyrie, Steph, Giannis, guys like that, LeBron, obviously,
Zion.
Yeah, we still have to
The
see.
baby goat.
We still have to see, but he's
We'll
balling.
see. He
Yeah,
is.
he's doing well. Pelicans are going to be decent too.
Yeah,
They're
they
getting
look
no
good.
contribution from anyone but Ingram and Zion. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they need someone else.
You think they need a point? Because
Lonzo was decent today, at least today.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Lonzo's holding his own. It's just.
Yeah, he definitely does. He's good to defending.
He's a good
hold it down on
playmaker.
the other
He's
side of the
super
court.
good playmaker.
Yeah.
They just have no one else. Like, after they traded away Holiday,
Yeah.
they got Adams, but
That's true.
he's not really a scorer. He's more like a down the block kind of bruiser dude. So they need someone else. They need help if they're going to try to make a run.
All right. Do you want to go into our next little segment?
Baseball?
Oh, we're going to talk about Ja.
Ja.
We already kind of touched on that, but.
Yeah, I kind of messed that up.
No, it's all
good. But yeah, I mean, I would just say, buy if I would say, okay, if you already have them, don't sell them. Just hold on to them. No reason to sell right now. Like, literally, it's an ankle sprain. It's nothing. If you can, like I mentioned, buy him. If you can get, like, I think I saw a couple PSA 10s up for like 550 range. Like, they sold pretty quickly, but like, if you can find them for, a good price, buy, but otherwise I would just hold on to him.
Yeah, for sure he's a buy. Like,
yeah, don't sell.
I totally agree.
This is like sneaker culture. If people are selling him off, like, come on, like, he looks so strong to start the season. Like, better than Zion. His prices were approaching Zion. They're gonna surpass him by the end of the season, like, at this rate. And he's like carrying the Grizzlies, so yeah, he's definitely a buy.
He misses his buddy though.
Who's his buddy?
Jaren Jackson.
Oh, true. JJ.
Yeah, he misses his buddy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know they're good friends and they have good chemistry. I like seeing them connect on the court.
Yep. Well, the Grizzlies are seems out of contention now. A lot of players on the COVID list, a lot of players injured. I don't know what they're going to do at point. I know I think they're fourth in the depth chart. I think he's this year's draft pick is their next point. If you don't want Grayson Allen to play that combo guard role, which I wouldn't, they have no one to fill that spot that Ja can play. And, that's going to be crucial for the Grizzlies. And I can't see them going anywhere without Ja or any of those second or bench role players.
I agree.
Do you guys think I saw someone bring this up the other day, how the Clippers got blown out by like 40 without Kawhi?
Oh, it was more than that.
Yeah, like 55, something like that.
It was so bad, dude.
Do you think he'll enter the MVP race because of that, because they suck without him?
I don't know. It's a huge number of statistics still. Like, winning games is huge, and he does play that impact, but he's not putting up 30, 35 points a game. He's putting up like 22, 23 points, which is decent for not a player like Kawhi, but like if he wants to enter that MVP race, I think he needs to do a little bit better. He is one of those players that he does carry a team well, but I don't think he can be in that kind of talk yet.
Yeah, I agree.
I disagree.
I think he'll be talked about, but I don't think
he'll be talked about for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think that he'll finish even top 3.
I'm just going to argue the other side here. That doesn't mean I agree with this viewpoint, but like, as you can see as him on the Raptors, like, I feel like that's a valid, like, that's not this season, but it's not stats. Like, I don't think stats should define an MVP, even though they do.
I don't necessarily think so either. I guess, like, there's other things to be thrown in, but I mean, there's just so many like next gen stats now where it's like there's things that you would have never ever thought of. Like, you wouldn't even have correlated to the performance of someone's game, and you're like, oh, cool,
Just like baseball.
Yeah, it's like most amount of 3-pointers in the last minute of a quarter in the last 2 seasons. Like, cool, like, that's awesome,
True.
So I get what you mean. Like, there's some stats where it's like, I guess like they shouldn't be weighed as heavily, but with the NBA, it's like to win MVP, you got to score a lot. You got to just keep scoring.
But do stats truly measure value? Trae Young, dude, I don't know. They look nasty. The Hawks look good.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know if stats truly measure value, though. Like, the value
I did.
Like Marcus Smart brings to the Celtics, like, his stats don't measure that. And same with Kawhi. Like, he's not that type of guy that's going to score 30 a game, like 35 a game. I mean, his averages are probably around 25, like 25-9, something like that. And he dishes out the ball a lot too. So,
yeah, he definitely averages double-doubles. He definitely dishes out the ball, and he gets his rebounds too with those huge-ass hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the claw.
The claw.
Boardman gets paid. Boardman gets paid.
What it do, baby?
What it do?
Do that. Like I told you guys, before every game he listens to the Windows 93 startup theme. That's how it's going, bro. Turns on the CPU.
He walks in the arena with the iPad on the home screen. He's zoned in, bro.
Oh yeah, literally nothing on his screen. Not even in an application. Just looking at his iPad.
God wants nothing to do with anyone.
For real.
Yeah, that's true.
He just wants to play basketball and get out.
Yeah, he's focused on his craft.
That's right. I respect it.
Too focused.
I respect it, yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I would have more fun, but I'm not in the league, and I'm not a skilled athlete in any way. So
I'm a mediocre athlete.
Foothill High School's finest linebacker right here.
Wow. Oh yeah, number 1 in the draft.
Miles Killebrew.
Yeah.
Shout out Killebrew.
Yeah, shout out to the Foothill alum. Okay, so let's transition to baseball. So for baseball buying strategies, we're going to talk about who we're buying, what kind of product. I'll just start. I guess I'll say I'm still going on Kyle Lewis. Even though he won, for his league's Rookie of the Year, I didn't really see his prices move a ton after that. I mean, maybe the first week after he was awarded, maybe it went up, a little bit. But I'd say this is still, because it's not in the season, I would still buy. Like, I'm just kind of patiently buying. I'm going for mostly Topps Chrome for product because, like we've talked about, it grades really well. And I don't know. I like kind of like the thicker, more premium card stock, at least for me. Like, even though for some of these will be PC, some of these I'll be reselling. Like, I just like to have a little bit nicer of a card if I can't afford it. Yeah, I mean, what about you, Jans? Who are you buying, and what kind of product are you going for?
Fernando, I'm still buying Tatis. I mean, I'm buying Chrome mostly
Are you
because
buying his the cup cards, like his second, third
yeah,
year?
I like those. I think they have a lot of potential. Like, if he does take that next step and he puts it together like consistently over the next 3 or 4 years, those cards are going to be worth a lot because they have the rookie cup. Like, go look at Mike Trout's rookie cup cards. Like, they're absolutely insane.
No, they're ridiculous, dude. Those prices are unreal.
So I think those are really good investments. Like, Alec, the Ben Baller you bought, that's a really good buy.
The Topps Chrome Ben Baller. Hey. Yeah, I really like that. I was on the verge of buying like either 2 Topps Chrome or like a Ben Baller, and I was like, oh, this is a cool looking card. Plus, its value is a little bit more than just the top Chrome. It's a few more bucks, but why not? With a player like Fernando, like you said, Jans made like $4,000 on the guy, so I'm gonna ride heavy on him too. Bo Bichette and Luis Robert, huge on Luis Robert. We didn't really see a lot from him. 200 at bats. He still hit 11 home runs, hit like 230. But like, baseball's such a up and down sport. A guy can hit 230 in 1 month and hit 400 with 10, 11 home runs, and his prices will go up. And I think Robert will be that guy who can hit homers, play all 5 tools very well. He's going to be an animal. Same with Bichette. We just haven't seen their like true potential yet.
Sure. Robert is another one. I just bought Bowman's Best Auto. I feel like kind of his cards are cheap because,
dude, yeah, that you saw that lot I put up on our Instagram, dude. I got $8 for Top Series 1 and a Bowman Chrome with the rookie on it. Like, these are so cheap, and the guy is so good, and people don't understand how good he is. Like, it's almost like we're robbing the market because this guy is ridiculous and the prices are so cheap. It's I don't get it. I really don't.
Bowman's Best as a set, I feel like, is underrated too, because that auto I bought for $160. Like, that's so cheap.
It's so cheap.
A rookie with that potential.
Remember, Trout only hit 220 his first season in 2011. Then he comes back and hits 320 with 30 stolen bases. And the kid's gonna be an animal.
A lot.
Yeah.
Trout.
Oh yeah. Any year. Go buy any Trout. 2012 to 2020. Topps Chrome, Topps anything, Topps Finest, whatever. Go buy Trout. Anything Trout. It'll sell.
Goat.
And not the GOAT yet, but
he's the GOAT.
He's
there.
He's going. Barry.
BB. Big roid guy.
Don't matter.
Big roid guy.
Takes skill to hit 100.
Ass guy. I don't know. I think Trout will go down as the best player ever.
I think so too. He's not even 30.
Of the steroids, which is sad, but
everyone was doing it. Like, I don't understand. It still takes skill to hit 100 or play left field or even like whatever. It's still such a it's the hardest sport. It's the hit a fastball. It's ridiculous. Like, some people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
But as a baseball player, you and I don't know about you, Sam. I don't know if you stepped in against like 90, 95 before, but it is not fun. To see these guys like Trout just doing it like at such an easy, like he looks like it's effortlessly, like, to him it's effortless, and he's doing it, and I think he will go down as the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
and his stuff is gonna explode.
How about the Padres making some moves?
God, dude, I don't even want to talk about that.
Darvish and Snell on the same day.
I don't know how they got this money or this salary cap to pull off like a
They
deal like that.
They
Like,
sucked.
yeah, I was
They
gonna say,
sucked for like 5-10 years.
yeah, they just rebuilt, and look at where they got. They got a reigning Cy Young and a reigning World Series champ. Wasn't he Cy Young in 2013 with the Rangers?
Who?
Yu Darvish.
Oh yeah.
The guy's an animal, and he throws 95 at 36 years old, and he has a nasty White House slide. It's just going to be different because Snell's going from NL to AL, and they don't see him that often. Or
AL
no,
to NL.
AL to NL. My bad. Yeah. So it's just going to be a different ballgame. These guys don't see him a lot, and I think Snell's going to do really well in his first year with the Padres.
Yeah, he's either gonna dominate or he's gonna get pooped on. One of the two.
Like Drew Pomeranz.
Yeah, I mean, Pomerantz, he's solid now, which is crazy. Like
He had a 4 ERA in 2019.
for the Padres.
Yeah, for the Padres.
I mean, he throws 95 though, 96.
From the left side too. Yeah.
In Boston, he just sucked.
Football MVP race. Mahomes versus Rodgers. Who should get it? Who will win it? And what does this mean for cards?
I think Mahomes is going to get it because he's Patrick Mahomes and because he has the no-look passes and he has the left-handed passes. And
Do you think he should get it?
I don't think he should get it. I think Aaron Rodgers is the definition of the most valuable player this year.
I think so too.
Same thing with
Me
Kawhi.
too.
Kind of Kawhi factor. Like you take him out of that team and they're trash. Like yeah, Devontae Adams is really good.
He is.
And
He's very good.
Aaron Jones is raw, but we've seen him ball for years with no first-round receivers, with nobody's off the streets. Kind of like Tom Brady in that sense. But I think he's my MVP. And his cards have already been going crazy. So if he does win MVP and they make a playoff push, they're going to go through the roof. But I think Mahomes will win it.
Okay. Well, I'd probably say the same thing. Like, I was pretty much going to say the same thing. Mahomes will get it. I'm sure he's Mahomes. Like you said, they're the Chiefs. They're going to make a deep run. I do think Rodgers deserves it more. I was actually just talking about this yesterday with Andrew. Rodgers should win it. Mahomes will. His cards will go up, I'm sure. I guess, we didn't really talk about it, but what about Rodgers' cards? What would you do right now? Is he someone that you would buy at all this season, or was just someone that you?
Honestly, I would hold on to his stuff. Like if you have any Rodgers, I'd just hold on to it.
Yeah, it's kind of too late to buy, but
definitely.
I don't see them going too deep in the playoffs, but he's a hold.
Yeah, he's definitely a hold guy. If you can, like you said, if you can buy any Mahomes, I'd go. His stuff is crazy, but yeah, if you can get your hands on some Mahomes, I would definitely do that and hold on.
What kind of stuff would you guys buy? Would you guys ever buy any score Mahomes? Would you stick to his NFL uniform cards, or would you kind of venture out to the college? What would you guys do?
Maybe some absolute. Maybe even a couple years back, I'd go back to his second year, or maybe even I don't know how much his first year stuff is, but even
expensive.
a low a not well known brand Absolute. It's not well known, but less bought and less valuable. But just anything like Trout, he's gonna be that guy in 10, 15 years where, oh crap, I should have bought these cards when they were $1 instead of $15 now. But I would definitely a card like Absolute or Donruss, we had on that that one day, that we can just pick them out and just hold on to them.
I think Absolute. Not so much Absolute, but I'd go Select and Prism second year.
Yeah, second year
on the spender side for sure. Yeah. They're good stuff.
On the investing side, if you're looking at grade too, because the second year Prisms are 40 raw and 10s are pushing like 300. So I would definitely with Adele. I would definitely like
You
stay
gotta say
away
10,
from.
baby.
I would stay away from his college uniform and sort of
The Texas Tech
trend,
legend.
trend towards second year like cards with a chrome finish, because
That's what I did with Luca.
those cards are the
Trey.
best investments in my opinion.
You want this Kobe for like 99 cents?
No,
Pissed off. 1998 Skybox.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Don't buy it.
Bottom's bit by a dog, I'm sure. It looks like it. Scratched by a fucking cat.
Dude, stay away from like cards that were made before 20.
Like wax. Yeah, I know.
I mean,
but
where else
I
are
like
you gonna
Kobe.
get them though?
Unless you like,
I guess if you ripped the packs, if you bought Skybox, like some people like buy the packs, like you get to rip it yourself. You know, assuming they're like one of those places that just has boxes on boxes of the old product. I think that's an okay way, and it's usually pretty cheap. Like if you kind of want like the thrill of still opening a pack, but you know, not the cost of what, you know, Prism or something like that costs now, you can get Skybox and NBA hoops for like really, really cheap.
Oh yeah, NBA hoops is the way to go.
Yeah, some good
in
cards.
stock. Those cards are sick. Market's going crazy for them right now. I mean, they're not too expensive either. If you're looking to pick up some cheap like second year Trey or Luca premium stock NBA hoops, that's a good investment.
Stay away from Bichette Topps Series 1 rookies.
Why?
Top left corners, every single one. Bought lots of 2s and 3s, singles, whatever. Every single card, top left, chipped, white. Every single one. I think it's just the product line. I would just stick to chrome.
Yeah, it's like Topps update. When I drove like to Summerlin and bought update packs in like February of last year, and they were super cheap. I was looking for Cunha's and I pulled like 3, and only one of them was, like you said, they all had that same corner. Like,
yep.
For whatever reason, the cards, like the packs get thrown around. So that's why chrome is always like the way to go. When you're buying
I would stay away from them unless it's like a guy like Robert, or like I like Adele personally, just because I'm an Angels fan and he's supposed to be really good. I don't know. We didn't see a lot of him this year, but like I would honestly just stick to chrome and just stay away from top space, because like you said, the problem is just like coexistent, and it's not gonna go away. It's just the product line, how it's made and how they're cut, and that's what we look for. Like that's what we look for a lot. Like I'm not just sending in all my cards because the ROI is not going to be as much, and I want that like profit to be at least like decent amount. But I would definitely just stay away.
True.
From Topps.
I agree. Unless they're like, you're on eBay, like on your computer, and you see like pictures that are really well lit, really well like.
You just don't buy stuff like, oh, you don't look at it and go, oh, I want it. You go into detail about it. Oh, it's listed as very good. Oh, it has to have something chipped. Oh, it's brand new. Let me see the corners. Let me see the centering. It's not just buy. Because then you're just wasting money essentially.
Is like the first thing, like when I'm looking at cards, even for PC, I just always find myself like immediately looking at the centering. Like if I don't have great picks, the first thing I do is I look at it, and if it's like way off, I don't even look at the rest of the card. I'm just like,
it's always the centering. Okay, centering's good. Okay, let me see the corners.
All right, let's see the corners. Yeah, exactly. I just like do it automatically now, and it's like, you know, obviously it doesn't really matter for PC, but I don't want messed up cards, you know?
Right.
Yeah, you'd rather
we care about the quality of it, you know, for reselling. I want to care about it too when I'm just PCing.
Many more people are getting into it. It's so cool to see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
the
like
market's
I love
crazy
it.
too.
I love it. I love sharing the hobby with other people who care about it. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, these card prices.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I know.
But it also drives up the demand, so it helps us for reselling too.
Mhm.
As long as we can consistently stay with the market trends and buy before things get hot, and we'll be fine. But it is
Just
fun.
gotta.
It's fun to see like so many people now, like all these card pages, these card YouTubes now with tens of thousands of subscribers now. I think even some of them have like 6 figures in subscribers for just cards. Like, I think that's awesome.
Oh yeah, I never would have thought 10 years back I'd get into something like this. Like I would have been like, oh, this is kind of lame, but I didn't realize like
For real.
how much of an impact it
Yeah.
can and how much money you can make. Just like,
Yeah.
and it's such like it's an active like market too. It's not just, oh, you're putting your money somewhere and you get to see your cards go up in profit, like live watching a game, which is cool, and you can see your money grow like actively. And
Yeah.
you don't see that a lot. Pokemon cards, no, you don't see that. I don't collect Pokemon. I stay away from that shit.
Me too.
Personally,
Me too. I know
that
nothing.
stuff.
Charizard
I have
can't
no
tear
knowledge. I know
UCL or
Charizards
ACL.
are I know Charizards are the shit.
He
But
can't
like,
tear his hamstring.
huh?
He can't tear his hamstring. He can't get hurt.
Yeah,
They're only
Charizard.
Those are
can't-
facts. Those are facts.
If I knew what to
Yeah.
buy, I would buy Pokemon, but I don't know what the fuck to buy. So.
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
literally have
I
no clue.
just
And
I'm
I
gonna
know
stay in where I
the
know.
shadowless border cards are like worth more by like a lot. Like,
What does that
I
even
guess like, so like in the card, whatever card, like assuming like, let's say the 99s or the 97s, I think was the year, like around the border of the card, there's like another, you know what I mean? So to like show the centering. Kind
Oh
of
yeah,
like,
yeah. I
so
know what you're
like
talking about.
there's
So it's
another
like a
window.
shadow. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a shadow around the square that's on the outline of the card, like right before the out, like the
what the
outside.
hell?
And like,
That's how the
I guess
Charizards
if
are.
it's shadowless, it's like I saw one card go for like 15K, like
Holy shit.
shadowless. Yeah, I was like,
Raw?
no, it was graded. It was graded.
Oh, I was gonna say, good
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, right.
There
Oh,
you have
my-
Pokemon.
dude, we should dabble in Pokemon. We should get someone in
No,
here.
I will not.
We should find someone though who can do it, so we
Yeah.
have that.
I
You know?
agree. We should find like someone who knows about it because
Yeah.
it's literally only going up. Like,
And now, seriously, it's getting
now,
so
at least,
popular. And
for
there's
the
even
time.
more and more famous people ripping packs, and or even these big YouTubers who had nothing to do with cards before are ripping open boxes of Pokemon. You know, asking their fans or whoever, you know, is this a good card?
hmm
It's cool to be interactive that way.
Yeah, I agree.
If anyone out there listening knows about Pokemon,
Please contact us.
you can become another card guy.
Yeah, you could be the fourth card guy,
Ooh.
not just some card guy.
The fourth card game.
Capital card, capital guy.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Steve Aoki, dude, he lives right up here, right up the street.
He lives
Dude, that'd
right
be
up the street
sick.
from us.
Yeah, that
He
would
lives
be
right
really
across the street from Springle. He's opening like he has his own tops line. That's so sick, and he has.
Yeah.
don't
I
know
almost
if it's,
bought one of those boxes just to hold for a while.
Yeah,
I
the,
thought
like-
about it. I kind of wish I did.
Chrome Aoki or something. It's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
Yep. They were pretty cool. Yeah, it was like this kind of like a pastel, like oil, like the way the cards like were pretty, I don't know, like vibrant. Like it was cool. Like it was kind of something different, you know. We should hop on that Fortnite card, right? Buy some Fortnite
my
tops.
goodness.
Let's go. Or
Big
Panini.
Fortnite guy.
Some Panini Fortnite.
Panini Fortnite.
Oh my God.
That's like, I mean, that's kind of the same thing as Pokemon though, because
Are
it's
you
translating like something that's not even real into a card.
Is it first year?
Yeah, it's pretty new. It's pretty new.
Like they're set? Then maybe we should get into some. Maybe it would blow up in 10 years.
Right.
Holy shit. You would
Well,
think.
did you see Garbage Pail Kids are now going for more? Just in
Yeah.
this last year, Garbage Pail Kids were like, you could sell them for so cheap because no one wanted to buy it. Now you're getting these Sapphire Edition Garbage Pail Kid boxes that are going for like $150, $180. They only cost like $20 retail. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
even on Garbage Pail Kids, like who would have thought, you know? It's crazy. It's
Crazy.
crazy.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead, head over to our Instagram, YouTube, like, subscribe. We have our first video in the PSA series up. Thank you again so much for listening. We'll also have the interview with Bly Madris, the Codcast edition, up soon. So yeah, peace out, card guys. Until next time.